So array list, so we have already seen list to set and collection methods. And now we need to write programs. So we have seen how to iterate those collections, different collections. So we have seen that. And so let's see how to create a list collection object. Say this is the list collection. List AL collection name equal to new array list. This is the non-generic format because you are not giving any data type here, right? You are not specifying any data type. So that's why it is a non-generic type list collection. So list type, this AL collection type is a list type collection. So list is implemented, so by 3 classes. Array list, linked list, vector classes. Now, so this collection size, I want to find the size of this collection. So AL dot size method you have to call. Size method you are calling. So I'm just printing this output, this method, because it's a return type method. So I'm printing that out method. I can print collection elements and just call the print statement inside, just write AL so that the AL collection elements will be printed. Okay. Now how to insert elements into the collection? So you already know we can insert the collection elements using add method, add Java. So this is the first element in this collection. So that will store in the first place. So AL dot add one more element I'm adding. So it will go to second position. Now I'm using a index-based add method. Index-based add method. Now in the collection you have Java in the first place, Python in the second place. Now again in the using another add method, which is index-based method, one true I have given. So that means in the one place already Python is there. Now you are pushing this true value forcefully in the one position. That means what will happen? Already Python is there in the one place. Now the first priority given to the index-based methods. So this true will go and place it here, and Python will move to next place. That's a shifting takes place. So in the array list, shifting takes place. That's why its manipulation is slow. It has to move here and there. That is the reason manipulation is bit slow in case of array list. So that's the index-based method. Without index-based method, how to insert the elements into the collection. Now you find the size of the collection. So how can you find the size of the collection? Using size method. You can do with the size method. So, and you can print directly AL method. See, now you have Java, second place true, and third place Python. So this is how you will collection will appear in this case at this stage. Now I want to insert multiple elements. So inserting multiple elements in the collection. So inserting multiple elements in the collection. So you can use add all method. So AL dot collection name dot add all method. So how can you add? So there is a add all method inside. You have to call arrays dot as list. You specify all the list. So what are all the elements you want to insert? You can specify, say, integer, long, float, double, So string, string, these many elements I am adding into this collection. Already your collection is here. Now you are adding these elements. Where they will go and store? After Python. So all these elements will go and store in the end of the collection. So Python is already there. One more you added. So it will accept duplicate elements. Duplicate elements will be accepted. So that's what the list collection. So then system.out.println al.size method. System.out.println, the collection you can print after adding, so using add all method. Now you will get this plus all these elements. See how you are adding a group of elements. Add all, bracket inside argument. So what is the argument you are passing? Arrays dot as list method. The method inside you specify all the elements. Here how many elements we added? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. Even Java also there. One more time you added. That also be counted. Here also Java is there. This is also Java is there. But another Java, Python you added. That is duplicate elements you are adding. Next, how to delete an element from the collection. You can do with a remove object element or remove int index. So I'm giving int index. All collection name dot remove 3. Collection name dot remove 3. You can remove the element. So size of the collection after remove. Al dot size. So one element gone. So 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. That means 25 will be removed. So that means shifting takes place, right? All these elements will move to this position. This will go to this will go to here, this will go to here, and this will go here, and this will go here. So this is the how shifting takes place. So after remove method. So this collection will be Java, True, Python, 100L, 3.45, 120.456 Java, Python will be there. Next, remove multiple elements. You want to delete multiple elements from the collection. How can you delete multiple elements from the collection? So al dot remove all, al dot remove all. So arrays dot as list, 3.45. So 120.456 Java. So this is the remove all method. So al dot size and collection name. So this is the remove multiple elements, delete all the elements. Next is empty method. So it checks, see it's a Boolean command, right? So data type variable name equal to collection name dot is empty. Now this collection is not empty, so you will get a false here. Next, contains of object obj. So al dot contains of Python. So this collection has Python. So you will get a true value. Equals method. So I already told you how to get the collection element. Al dot get of 1. Get of 1 means so second element. So second element you are getting and equals Python. So right. So you will get here Python and you are comparing with the Python element. You are getting the element from the collection with the get method and comparing with the Python element. So it will get a true value here. So add all int index collection C. See, add all without index, add all with index. We have both. Add all with index and add all without index. So now here another one, al dot add all index number arrays dot as list, arrays dot as list, and you can add few more elements. See, I'm inserting in the second place. I'm inserting in the second place. So I'm inserting in the second place. Length, Kotlin, closer, and Kotlin again. So this is the duplicate elements you can add. So now see the size, al dot size. So al dot size will give you the number of elements now. Next, retain all. So you can call the retain all method, whatever the elements you specify. Now you have so many elements in the collection, right? Now you can mention the group of elements, only that elements will be there in the collection, remaining will be deleted. So that's the retain all purpose. Al dot retain all arrays dot as list, Golang, closer, Kotlin. Only these three elements will be there. Remaining elements will be deleted from the collection. So whatever you specify this group of elements, only that will be retained. Remaining will be deleted. So next, iterator method. So iterator, it equal to al dot iterator method. Al dot iterator method. So I already mentioned very clearly all this. So while it dot has next, so this it dot has next, and I'm getting that value with a next method. Each value in this collection, what are all the elements are there? Those elements I am getting with a next method. So this is the how to use iterator method. To iterate it iterates the all the collection elements, and the return type of this method is iterator interface. Now another way to iterate the collection elements is using for each loop. So for bracket, if you don't know the data type of your collection, so now here we don't know the collection data type. So al type is going to be object, because we didn't specify what type of elements you need to store in the collection. So that's why the data type of the collection is object class, object type. So obj colon collection name. Now obj represent the each element of this collection. So each element will be printed automatically. Now how can you iterate the collection? Using normal for loop. For int I equal to 0, because this is the index number, and I less than collection dot size I plus plus. So al dot get of I. So I'm just printing. So each collection element you can get with a get method, and I'm passing index for that method. So then, print all of them and bring the cursor to next line. So this is the three ways you can iterate your collection. Type is if it is a list. So if it is a set, we will see that. Okay. So last method, clear method. Clear method basically clears all the elements. So AL dot size, after clear method, nothing will be there. Every element will be cleared from this collection. You can get the collection size and AL. So that is the total collection methods and the list methods we have used. So let's execute this. See that first size is 0 because you don't have any elements and empty collection. So first you added with add method 3 elements. That's why size is 3 and these are the 3 elements. Then you added many elements with add all method and this is your collection. Now you removed one element, then size will be 8. For a total 9 will be there. You removed one element, so the size will be 8. And that is this one, 25 is removed from this. Now you are using a remove all. So you removed many elements. There are only 4 elements. That 4 elements are this one, true, Python, 100, Python. So remaining all elements gone. And then checking, so this collection is empty or not. So it's not empty, that's why false. So Python is there, that's why true you're getting. See, Python is there, so you are getting true. And you're getting the third element, so it's 100, so true. So AL collection size, because you added with the add all method, see many more elements you inserted here. So that is the your collection. Now 8 elements will be there. So now with the retain all, you can you are keeping only these elements. Remaining you deleted. So then you are printing all of them. So Golang Kotlin, this one with a iterator method, with a for each loop and normal for loop. So after clear, so there is nothing is there in the collection. So these are all the methods. So practice more number of times same methods, then you will get a better idea. Any questions?
Good so far.
Okay. Now we need to see how to reverse array list in place. So here we are going to use methods, few methods. So array list, first you have to create and you will give the array. So, but you have to reverse that array list in place. So let's see how to do that. So reverse array list in place. So how can we do that? See, now this is the generic type. So list of string, list of food equal to new array list. So right side, see, just if you put empty, that's fine. Here you specified the type. That means this collection all should have a what type of data? String type data. So now on the right hand side, you are just keeping. So if you want, you write a string also here. Otherwise, just empty also fine. So now I am adding all the elements to this collection. List of food dot add all arrays dot as list. I am mentioning all the elements: beans, soup, dark chocolate, yogurt, sausage, and vegetables, nuts. These are the 7 elements I added. So out of these 7 elements, and if you see this, the size you can find out, if you can print if you want original list of foods. Okay, so you can print directly, you can print the collection, right? You can objects, you can print directly here. So you can find the size, int size equal to collection dot size method. So reverse, right? You need to reverse. So this last element should come to here, first element should go there. But in place means I already told this logic. So in the array in place, the logic I already explained there. I don't know whether you practiced it or not. So I have clearly explained that. So first you should not iterate all of them. You have to iterate half, size by 2 you have to do. So you should not do that, and you have to place the first one, last place you arrange, last element you put in the first place, and next second element you put it in the last but one you bring here in the second place. Like this you will so swap the elements basically. So that's the concept we need to use. So here you need to use swapping concept, but we are going to use a set method. Set method I already explained. I don't know whether you have gone through or not. Set method is used to set the element in the particular index. So that's the one. And get method we are going to use to get the element on the given index. So this is the iteration. So this entire collection I'm iterating. So int I equal to 0 because I starts with the first element, always a 0 index. So that's why you have to give int I equal to 0 and I less than size by 2. So I don't want to iterate each element. I'm iterating size by 2 and I plus plus. Final string food item equal to collection dot get of I. See, when I equal to 0, so that means beans will come here. So that means here beans will store here. Then I need to set this where? I need to set this where? In this last element, last index. So how can you get the last element index?
The array list size minus I minus 1.
Yeah. So you need to give. So in this position, so in the first position, you need to get the last element. First bring the last element. List of food dot get size minus I minus 1. So size minus 1 is the last element index. Minus why you need to remove? Because to move from right hand side to left. That's why we are giving minus I. So now in this place, nuts you are placing. I value is 0. Here I value is 0. So this will give you the last element. Last element value is the nuts. Nuts you are placing in this first place. And then beans already you stored here. This should go to last place. So that means again collection dot set. So size minus I minus 1 place, I have to put the first element, that is beans. So 0th place, you are putting the last element, and the last element position, you are putting the first element. So this is the how you can store the elements. System.out.println after reverse array list is list of food. You can get the list of food. So that is the, so how you can. So reverse the array list in place. Now you see, first I am printing, after reversing, I'm printing. So let's execute this. So this is the one. See, this is the before reverse. After reverse, so this is the element. So this is the one of the famous interview question. And another one is arrange even numbers first, then odd numbers. So in the given array, so you will give the number of elements array, okay? So in that, see now here 1, 2, 5, 4, 7, 8, 11, 20. All odd, even both are there. In this, you need to arrange first even numbers, then you arrange the odd numbers. How can you do that? So if you just think, you know how to get even numbers, all of them, and put it in one array list. and take all the odd numbers in the another array list, then both of them you join that. So then you will get the which one you want first, that array list dot add all another array list. So that's what here. So here is the solution. See that. So I'm just creating a one method. System.out.println array elements arrays dot to string. I'm printing the array elements. Now create a two list. So list of integers. See here, primitive you cannot give. It's a integer is a class. Objects only can store in the collections. List integer, even list equal to new array list. This one. List integer, all list, new array list. So this one. So you have two lists we created. So why two lists? To keep even in one list, odd numbers in another list. So iterate the array to add even numbers for the even list and odd numbers to the odd list. So you know how to get in the array even numbers and odd numbers. So array in the array element, so even or odd, how to check, you are aware of that. So here it is. So int I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus. Check the array element is even or not. So if, so you know how to check array element. Array element means array name of index. So the index is I. Always in the for loop, I is the index. So num of I percentile by 2 equal to 0, then that is a even number. So I will add that even number to my list. How can you add an element to the list? List name dot add method and the element name. Next, else, in suppose if this is not this element is not even, it will be odd. So I will add that element to our list collection. Now you want first even numbers, right? So even list dot, that means all even numbers dot add all list. So the last add list will be added to this even list. So whatever the way if they ask first all numbers. So you add all list dot add all even list. So that's it. Then print the elements. So this is how you can get the things. See all the even numbers first, then odd numbers. So this is the kind of programs they will ask in the interviews. See, these are all I created generic type. So in the previous program also we created a generic string type. Generic string type. This is the generics. So that means you are specifying the type, what type of data you are storing. Here also you are specifying the type of this collection, integer type or double or whatever the data type you want, you can specify that. So that's the how to create a generics collection type, list type collection, how to create, I have shown you. Now let's go and see now how to create a set type collection. So you need to create a set type collection, right? So let's see how to create a set type collection. So this is the set collection. Okay. The first program we will do in the set. So I want to print duplicate elements in the array. In the given array, I want to print a duplicate elements. How can you print duplicate elements in the array? So you first print the array elements. How can you print the array elements? Well, one way is for each loop or normal for loop. Otherwise you can use arrays class dot toString and then pass the array name. So this is the easiest way to print. So create a set collection. So generic set collection, because all integer numbers. The array is an integer, so you have to place the integer. Set integer HS equal to new hash set. So this is the generic set collection I created. Now you iterate this set collection. Okay, so you iterate the array first, then add them. If it is a duplicate, you print that. So how can you check that? See this. For int I equal to 0, I less than array1 dot length and I plus plus. If hs dot add array of I, so if this element is equal to false, that means add method returns a Boolean value. When there is already added one element in the set collection, it won't add another element. That time, this add method will return false. If that element is already added, next time you are adding one more time, then that is going to be duplicate element. So that I am printing. Just not out that print. This is the one way, but this logic you need to remember. So hs dot add of array element is equal to false. When it will become false? Because if it is already added, already this element is present in the set collection, then only it will return false while adding the next time. So that case you have to. So this is the one simple program, very important program. And next one is union. So union means you already know array1 and array2, two elements are there. So union means your combined elements you have to retrieve. How can you do that? So both arrays, the common elements you have to retrieve. All elements, right? Union means all elements you have to retrieve. Array1 elements and array2, all elements you have to retrieve. Intersection means the common elements, right? Intersection means common elements. So set integer hs equal to new hash set and iterate the array1 first and add each element to the set collection. So for int I equal to 0, then I less than array dot length I plus, because array1 I am iterating. Then I am adding each element to this set collection. Same, iterate the second array and add each element to the set collection. For int I j equal to 0, j less than array2 dot length, array j plus plus. hs dot add array2 of j. So now print the set collection. Now because I already added these elements and already added here these elements. So both elements you added. So then you are just printing that. That's it. Union means all the both elements you have to print. So intersection means the common elements. So arrays dot toString array1, arrays dot toString array2. Print hash set collection. So you create a set collection and now you're iterating array1 and adding here. So you're iterating the array2, adding. See that the logic you have to ready. If hs dot contains array2 of j, then print that array. So that means, so you are just, if it is already, this element is present here in the set collection, you are telling print that, so the common element. So that is these elements, how to work with these methods. These are all set collection related methods. So print union, intersection and duplicate elements. Let's execute this. See this. Common elements from both the arrays is, so array1 elements is this one. Array2 elements are this one. See the common elements 80, 35, 60, right? Those are the common elements. That's the intersection. The duplicate elements are 3 and 2. Those are the duplicate elements. So this is the how you can work with the set collection methods. So these are all so very important methods how to create the set collection in generic way I have shown you. So let's join back and we can